All right, thank you guys so much for being here. We have head coach Gavin Peterson, and he will start us off with an opening statement, and then we'll open it up for questions. We have Gianna Neepkins and Maddie Wilkie with us today, too.
Sloppy third quarter that made it a really, really interesting game for the fans in attendance and those watching on TV. But I'm proud of our grit and our collective competitiveness down the stretch. There was a point in that fourth quarter when I think our players got a little upset and they took it upon themselves that we are going to do what it takes, whatever it takes, to get this win. And so super proud of that. We've got to just be able to settle in and handle that type of pressure, especially at home when the crowd is behind us. But that's a credit to Arizona. That's how they play. That's how they win at home. We were able to win down there to start Big 12 play in late December. And so we knew that that was going to be their calling card, and we just got to do a better job of, I think, handling it in the moment. But a good learning experience after a win, which is much better than a loss.
Gavin and Maddie, this is for you guys. Gavin, just what did you think of Maddie's performance tonight? And Maddie, that fourth quarter, you're able to just go out there and hit a few key shots. Just how satisfying was that for you tonight?
I'm just glad Maddie shot the ball more than 4 times. She hears me say it all the time. Both of these guys do. Like, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. So they know that I have the utmost confidence in them. They have the green light to take any shot that they think is a good shot and let it fly. So I'm happy that she got aggressive there in the fourth quarter because it was needed.
Yeah, I mean, I was finally aggressive. I think the last couple of games I haven't played to the level that I know I can and that my teammates know I can. But having guards like G and Kenan and Nesh out there with me, that opens a lot for me. So just taking those opportunities when I have the shot just to shoot it. And then I was working with Gav this week, which kind of just settled me down and kind of brought my confidence back to where I needed it to be. And then, like he said, just shooting it when I'm open.
Yeah, I got to get in the gym with you. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are
nice.
the fun parts.
So you.
No, not at all.
Coach, just could you talk for a second about kind of the press that those guys, that Arizona employed, just kind of how that impacted that second half?
It wasn't so much the press was bothering us initially. We missed some wide open threes, and those were taken by some of our great and best shooters. So you think those are going in. When you miss them, though, there's a pause and there's a self like, oh, do I need to shoot that, or should I have shot that? And then they go down and score. Again, credit to them. But our missed shots got us to kind of second guess, and we started to play on our heels. And that's what got going. And so, we hit those 3 open threes. I think, did you shoot one? I think Kennedy shot one. Did you shoot one?
Probably.
Right. You make those, it's a 9-0 run, and now it's like, well, they just run out of gas. So those are good shots. We just got to be very selective in terms of when we do have actual advantage breaks to be able to capitalize on those. And I don't think we did a good job at all in that category. So we got to get back to work and be able to do that.
Gavin, I'm curious your thoughts on Sam's performance tonight. In the first half, she was +9, was holding her own down there. What worked for her tonight?
I think Sam's asked to do a tough job, right? Like, you don't know when your number is going to be called, but you got to be ready. And she does everything she has to be ready for those opportunities. So when she does go in, we expect her to be able to do the things she's capable of, which is defend, run the floor, and she's capable of finishing when she looks for her shot. So we all know that, but it's just a credit to her being ready for that opportunity, and she does the work to be ready for it.
Kind of sticking on the bigs kind of theme with that. Obviously, Maya got in a little bit of foul trouble, but it seemed like you were rotating your bigs a little bit faster than you usually do. Was that a strategic thing, just trying to find somebody that can kind of work, especially against ISIS, or kind of what was the thinking behind that tonight?
Yeah, we just were not getting into a flow in terms of, we ask a lot from our bigs in terms of, one, you got to set good, solid screens. If that's not happening, what we do makes no sense. So if you're not going to do that, I've got to rotate and go with somebody else. If after you set a good screen, you're supposed to roll pretty hard to put pressure on the rim, put pressure on our defense. If you're not going to do that, I've got to go with somebody else. And then, when you come in, you've got to be ready for the moment. And if the moment exceeds your readiness, then it's kind of, well, I got to find somebody else. So that's all it really was. And at the end of the game, after Maya fouled up, I had no problem going with our guard lineup and Jenna. Like, they're great players. They will figure it out, and we'll get it done.
Gianna, obviously there was a stretch where, you know, whether it was turnovers or the jump balls or whatever it may be, it was kind of frustrating you guys. You could kind of see it. How did you guys come together as a team to kind of collectively say you were done with that? Because it seemed like there was a noticeable change. What kind of led to that from your viewpoint?
Yeah, I think what was big for us is just our experience. I mean, we've unfortunately been in that position before. You try not to be, but it's part of basketball. They were doing their job of getting us in positions where we were maybe on our back heels. So I think we just came together and we're like, we need to be more aggressive than them. So we started figuring out at the end, and it started working, and we were in bonus too, which helped.
This is for any of you guys. Jenna had some struggles shooting the 3 tonight, but then when it really mattered, she hit one. What does that speak to her, like, ability to take that shot when the team needs it?
Well, I think that anytime I pass to someone or someone has an open look, I think it's going in. So I think if we have that, Jenna needs to think that. And she was open, and I saw it in her eyes that she thought it was going in. And as a shooter, all you have to have is confidence and be consistent, and it went in. So
I would just add to that. I mean, when she shot it, I knew it was going in as well. But I'm just so happy for her because she does a lot of things that aren't on the stat sheet. And being out there with Jenna, it's just like I feel more calm and confident. And I know she's always going to be in the right position. I know she's going to do the right thing. So for her to make a big shot in that moment, I was just so happy for her because she hasn't been as confident in her shot and she's been working on it. So to finally, I mean, as a shooter, when that shot goes in, it's like you kind of can breathe a little bit. So I'm so excited that she was able to hit that, and it was really big for us today.
Yeah, I just smiled. Like, she puts in so much work, and she deserved that moment. So I was really happy for her. But, you know, Jenna's been one of those kids from day one. Like, whatever you need to have get done, she'll get it done. And right now, she's our best post facilitator. I think these guys make a living on backdoor cuts because of Jenna. So it's just a credit to her evolution as a player, and she's becoming really good at facilitating to our guards.
Speaking about confidence, G, I mean, this is, I think, 4 or 5 games now? Is it 5 games where you've scored 20 plus? I mean, from a confidence level, just how high is that level for you right now?
I don't know. I honestly just am trying to win the games, and I have teammates that are finding me on open threes, so that helps a little bit. But I think when you are in the gym and you're practicing game reps, it's not any different when you get to the game because you've been there 100 times. So just playing basketball or practicing like how I play, and then if I get the ball, shoot it confidently.
I'll add something to that. She is in the gym every day. Like, I go in there and she's already has a sweat going. Like, she is working on her game every day. So, I mean, I know she's confident in herself, but I think knowing that she's doing what she has to do for the team, like, everyone has confidence in her. But I don't think people understand, like, yeah, she's really good, but she has worked so hard to be where she is. And I just wanted to let people know that because, like, she's worked really hard for this. So, and I'm just really proud of her, and I'm blessed to have a teammate like that because it pushes me to get to that level as well.
Gavin, free throws obviously didn't start off great, but it was obviously a key factor in you guys winning. How encouraging is that to you as a coach to know, okay, maybe you have some early struggles, but you guys were able to be clutch. I think Gianna was 9 for 9 at the end. I mean, how important is that to you as a coach when you're emphasizing things?
I feel like every time we shoot a free throw, it's going in. So when it doesn't, it's just like, ooh, like, is the rim off or is the ball off? Like, you know, something else. Like, close that window, close that door, whatever. Like, I see these guys shoot all the time. Like, we don't miss many free throws. So I told them at halftime, like, just step up there, shoot it. Like, don't think about, like, I have to make it or I hope I don't miss. Like, no. Think about your routine, trust it. Everybody has a nice shot, let it fly. So I wasn't too worried about it. You know, we did miss 7, which is quite a bit. But I'd like to see us probably go 20 for 23 next time.
And you had 22 turnovers again. I know we talked about this, was it yesterday now? It was yesterday. These days run into each other.
Yeah.
obviously that's not a number you want.
Yeah.
Where do you feel like you need to continue to kind of? Is there anything you can continue to do, or is it just situational type things?
I think I'm going to give credit where credit's due with Arizona. They average forcing 20. So, they forced us 2 more than their average. And then there are some things that we need to control and we need to settle in. It's the casual turnovers that these guys, they're going to be sick of that saying, like, stop being casual. Like, sooner than later, hopefully I don't have to say it much more this season. But if I still say it, those are the turnovers you have to, like, avoid. Dribbling it up casually because you think you broke the press, but here they come, tipping it from behind. You get it up the sideline, you see an open teammate, you throw a skip, but they're retreating as fast as they can, they get a steal. Like, those are the ones. Like, let's just sharpen things up, be confident in our decision-making, be crisp with our footwork, being in athletic stances. Those are the things we'll clean up, and they will find out by doing the fundamental things over and over again correctly, you're going to eliminate a lot of the mistakes. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, you guys.